Guys, this wasn't exactly what I saw coming here. Of course, I didn't check the radar real good, but it was supposed to be a bright, sunshiny day here in west central Missouri. But I'll tell you what, I would take it. It's been warm, and I think this is just a passing shower here, but I'll tell you what, a little tip here I'll give you guys. One thing that you can get out of your videos is if you archive them and you keep them around for future reference. I've got 2 previous seasons hunting this property, and I was able to sit at home and watch those videos and look at trees and whatnot in those videos and what the deer were doing and everything, and use that to help me make my decision where to put the stand this year. And one thing I want to do is run over here at this pinch point and check out and see if there's in fact any agricultural crop planted over here. That would make a big difference. But you know, either way, this little spot here is a deer highway. Hey guys, I just pulled into the timber here, and as you can see and hear, this rain is really coming down. But I'm going to slip in here and take a little look-see at some of these tree locations and the sign that I've been expecting to see here. You know, I'm trying to slip in here and see what that is planted over there across this creek. But as I was doing so, there he goes. Actually, guys, that was a second buck. That first one busted out heading to the north, and I tell you what, if it wasn't for this wind and this rain, I may not have gotten any footage on that second one there to show you. Okay, we're on the other side here. Now I'm going to slip up in here and see if there's anything planted over here this year. Now here's what I found when I was investigating this little secluded row crop field here. I guarantee there's turkeys over here because I've seen them strutting before in years past. Well, you know, I'm no farmer, but it looks like to me there's at least some kind of crop planted in here. It is soybeans. I don't know how hot and heavy they hit it, but with fertilizer and whatnot, but it looks like it's at least a crop planted, and it's back tucked in here in this nice little cozy area that I've seen them in the past few years. So that nails down what's over here. I'm going to take you over into the beans here and let you see them for yourself. Like I say, guys, it's not really a super crop here, but you know, the conditions haven't really been the most conducive here in Missouri for some of this stuff, although it could be a lot better up around the bend over here. I'm not going to go that far. I've got the knowledge that I need here. Besides, I know that if I go too far, I will be on another property, and I don't want to do that. You should always stay on the property that you've been given permission to hunt. Yeah, it kind of looks like we are losing our storm here. These guys are getting blue again, and it's time to start sweating. Thought I'd give you an idea about how big this creek is. Kind of looking east. And now I'm going to be panning up the top bank here. I'm going to be looking more north there at that bright spot. Back in there is where I'm probably going to be hanging a stand somewhere over that hill. All kinds of good stuff comes together in there. Not sure I mentioned it earlier, but those 2 bucks that I saw, they were not heading directly north from that pocket. They were heading north from another area that's kind of a pocket too, but it's not near the pinch point that the one I just showed you is. But there's a lot of beans over there. Alright, I like to use those comfort zone stands, and I've been collecting comfort zone stands for since about 2007 now, I believe. And I'll tell you a little quick story here. One year my wife and I put up a stand, and she doesn't hunt with me, but she was gracious enough to come out and help me with one day. And we were kind of pushed for time. We were trying to get back and get the kids off the bus. They were younger then. And long story short, you guys know how I can really drag it out. We ended up putting up one of those 15-foot comfort zone stands and then adding an extra section of ladder like I like to do. I ended up killing my first doe out of it, which is really cool. My first bow kill, period. I'll have to throw that video up there for you guys. It's really a picture story is what it is. And I was going to hunt the opener of the firearm season here in Missouri too, and that doe kill was, I don't know, maybe 4 days, something like that, prior to the gun opener. And a friend of mine that was going to be hunting in there too told me that the stand had been stolen. And he said, well, yeah, we've been glassing it all morning and we haven't seen hide nor hair of your stand. So anyway, I got a stand and a half stolen, if you will. So ended up having to, wanting to, in this economy, rather than buying another stand here, because I've already got two of them out that have got those extra ladder sections to get me up a little higher on another property. I had to do this to one of these top sections. So like I said, I'm dragging this story out here. Okay, those top sections right there, you know what I'm talking about here. They've got 3 rungs on the ladder as opposed to 4 with the regular ladder section. So what I did here was, back up so you can see this, that's one of those top sections. I had to go ahead and drill that out, and it was already tapped anyway, you know, because that was where it was tapped for the main purpose of using the stand without it getting stolen. So I just took I didn't have a metal bit this big, so I used a masonry bit and it worked fine. Went right in there and came through and did the same thing on the other side and over here, of course, and put a 5/8 inch rebar through there, and I've got some wire around it and some electrical tape, and it should serve the purpose. Anyway, that's a little tip you can use to save some valuable cashola here in this economy. Alright guys, got the stand up here. Didn't have to put the bracer bar up. Wasn't able to, actually. I like to put those up when I can, so I had to use a ratchet strap to secure it to the other tree here. Like I say, I've had 2 other seasons down in here before. This is my 3rd season, and there's quite a little bit of activity down in here. Alright, now you experts now, you're just going to have to hang on with me, okay? I have to teach the guys who are just getting started a few pointers here. Now try to put yourself in the perspective of the deer as it's meandering along here and it's looking up into the trees. Experienced hunters, and I've done this many times, have skylined themselves, meaning that if that deer looks up in that tree and sees the outline of a hunter, something that it's not used to seeing, it might have a chance to spook a little bit. Plus, if it hears noise and it puts a little scent action going there and catches your wind, it's probably going to be in the next county. If it's a buck, anyway, if it's a good buck probably, or a good doe who's got some experience. But let me climb up here and show you what I'm talking about breaking up your outline. Now you'll notice that, you probably already noticed that this tree stand isn't really all that high off the ground. It is in terms of the ground that's out 20 yards in front of it, but the immediate trail that's in front of it, you know, it's not quite so high up there. But here, check this out. I just came down here to eyeball this, and I would imagine that those beans are maybe 50 plus 60 yards south of the tree stand here. The mosquitoes are starting to get bad. I'm going to go ahead and give you the deer's perspective here, walking along the bottom area here in front of the stand. The deer would be east of the stand at this point. Alright, see that stand there? And I know that they filter through here like this. Got a lot of spots in here where I think I can draw on them. I think you get the picture. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I know you guys who watch my videos don't mind the long videos, because mine can get kind of lengthy. Looking forward to this season starting. Show Me State opener, Sunday, September 15th. Until next time, guys, happy hunting.